We shall sacrifice iron to the Grand Bokbagok. Oh! Ha ha! Hi everybody, Casually Avid Gamer here, and welcome to episode 14 of Season 3 on the iCraft SMP. This is Minecraft. Yay! Now, you've seen this big wall before. I've done a lot of cutting out, a lot of terraforming. All of this land is going to get removed down to bedrock eventually. That's going to be really cool. But I do want to show you another thing I've gotten done just kind of off camera. I got the other side of the wall in. I don't have basically what is going to be the walkway up top yet, but I did put in this second wall. It runs mountain to mountain, like over the top of this partial mountain that we took down in an earlier episode. And this is going to be how wide the wall is, because the wall is actually going to have rooms in it. There's going to be balconies and things like that. This gives us a lot of possibilities we can do that we can work with to use the space. And I also went in and I half slabbed absolutely everything that's in here, so we don't have to worry about lighting this up or taking down all the materials until we need them. Like this is a great spot to get sand and sandstone if and when I need it. So that's good. But I didn't want to take anything more down, and the reason why I wanted to use up all this stone is we are temporary little, well, at our portal basically. We've got a bunch of chests set up. We've got a ton of chests set up right now. And because of all of this work we've done, they're full. They are absolutely full. So today we need to rectify that situation. Today we need to build our primary storage system. So let's get over here. And I'm actually not going to do it in there because I can't think of, like, I have plans for inside the walls, like, you know, past the wall. I've got plans for that. But I don't necessarily know how a storage area would be best be placed in there. And since I think I'm going to have my portal somewhere around here, so that when somebody comes through the portal and they come out of the building it's in, the first thing they see is what's going to be this area. This is going to be a very giant ornate wall. The giant chasm here going down to bedrock. With some other stuff in it eventually, but yeah, so we want the portal to be here, so I figured let's put the storage system kind of close to the portal. That way, if I'm building offsite, the materials are a lot more handy. Don't worry, this is not the theme. I just put this in here because we're going to be digging a 5-wide stairway down, and eventually. And I don't want mobs coming in while I'm down there. And I especially don't want a creeper just wandering down and blowing me up. So I put in this ugly little thing. But it should do the trick. So what I need to do now is I just need to start chopping out some terrain and digging down to, I want to go down to about Y8, I think, for this. Alright, so I chopped my way down to Y7, which is pretty close to bedrock. I didn't chop it 5 wide because, frankly, I don't have enough room in my storage for all of the materials that would have landed me with. And I hate leaving entities kind of just floating on the ground. Now, we've got a huge room we're going to have to cut out on the other side here. And, well, what's the point of having a beacon if you don't use it? So, what we're going to do here is I need to set up my beacon. So, I'm going to have to do a 9x9, or at the base, pyramid, and then beacon on top, and then I'm going to have to cut a hole to through the rock to the sky. And once that's done, we can get the beacon going. So the beacon should be right down there. So we are just going to cut our way down, doing the only safe way to dig down. Is straddling 2 blocks and letting one hold you up. Because if you just do 1 block, there's a lot of falling to your death that you can do. And frankly, that's no good. And having this beacon up and going is going to make digging out... Holy moly. Let's see, do we go? There we go. Ah! Creeper's bad. Where'd he come? I hate ninja creepers. It's a bunch of bullcrap. Alright. We'll take resources when they're free. Don't need bad guys to spawn in here, though. Oh, good, more lava. Sad face, I dug in the wrong place because I'm a muggins. Alright, I'm not going to make you guys watch round 2, but this is where round 2 should be at. Houston, we have a beacon. Houston, we have a working beacon. Yay! Let's get out our iron ingot. What do we want? We want haste. Haste 2. We shall sacrifice iron to the Grand Bakbagok. Oh! Haha! Now comes the fun part. Alright, so this is going to expand eventually to be a 5-wide hallway. Which, that's all good. Go ahead. No, we'll leave this one wide for now, and we'll just... Oh, this is so good. It's so good. Alright, guys, I'm going to clean out the space for our new dealy bopper. I said dealy bopper, right? That's a technical term. And our new storage facility. And I'm going to get that all set out, and then I'll show you what we're going to do with the design. Quick update. I found a mess of lava in the floor where part of our storage system is going to be. And that's not a great thing because the storage system is going to be made mostly out of wood. And I don't feel like having it burned down. So basically, I have to dig away the landscape, get rid of the lava, dig under whatever I got rid of the lava with, see if there's more lava, and basically, I'm lava hunting for a little bit. It's gonna be a blast. Because mining obby is fun. So that was a good amount of clearing out, but Haste 2 helped quite a bit. This is going to be the general shape of our storage area. It's I've seen a lot of videos from the other iCrafters, and it seems like huge storage rooms are the way to go. And you know what? That's what we're going to do in here. This entire wall is going to be lined with chests, like just the whole thing. And actually, it's not like I'm going to put the chests here. I'm actually going to knock out 2 pieces here and sink it back. So where the wall is now, or where the face of the chests are going to be. So we are going to have plenty of storage, which is good because our storage up top is getting really full. The other nice thing about building underground at all, but building a storage area this big underground is I've gotten a ton of resources just digging it out, so that's great. I'm also, right here in the center, I'm going to have my enchanting station, just for something to break it up so you don't walk in and just see years and years of chests. Although, I am sort of reconsidering that right now. Because it might just be cool to walk in and have this huge open space. Because I think an enchanting station would almost, I don't know, maybe make it feel a little crowded? Maybe? I don't know. I'll tell you what, I'm going to get my chests in first and get started on the floor just a little bit. And then I'll see what I think about it. Well, turns out I built this bad boy in a slime chunk. So I'm going to have to rethink my floor a little bit. So that, like, it's not that, like, slimes are a huge deal, but I don't want to deal with them all the time. It's not my storage room. I'm in it too much. It'd just be too much of a darn hassle. So, yeah. So I'm gonna, well, like, this wasn't going to be the floor anyway, but I'm going to have to rethink it. Maybe half slabbing it, maybe stairs. I don't know. Man, that awkward moment when you go to edit your iCraft episode and your last segment that you recorded is just missing. Just absolutely missing. I recorded a thing in here. I talked about this a bit. I'm sure of it. But it's gone now. So here we are. I'm doing this again. This is several days later. I hope I can remember what I was thinking. I hope I was unfunny in the part I lost. But I hope this is just deliriously awesome. I mean, are you guys excited for this specific piece here? The end of the episode? Anyway, I got half slabs in. Spruce half slabs, which is fine. We've got a bunch of spruce, I guess. And it's not gonna be all one wood. The floor isn't. But I wanted to get half slabs in to stop those slimes from spawning. And also to kind of see what it kind of looked like with what I've installed. So I dug back every wall. Like, this is where chests are going to go. So I've got sea lanterns ringing the entire storage area. And then one block behind them. And a double chest will go here. As a matter of fact, I can just go over here and show you. But there will be, so double chests will go this way and just line the walls all the way around. And as you can see, we can get a ton of storage in here. Like, I think this is as much storage as, well, I think the three of these is as much storage as we have up top. And so we've already tripled our storage capacity, if not more. So that's great. However, making all these chests is going to take a ton of wood. Which I can do it, that's fine. That's why I got the wood farm. So anyway, as you see, I've got one chest that sits a little lower. That's just so we could squeeze more chests in here. So each row has 6 double chests. So this room is really just going to have a ton of storage. But anyway, the reason why this is just, I have slubbed the whole thing to stop the slimes from spawning. And also that means I don't need to light up in here. So I kind of wanted to see what it would look like with the center part of the room gloomy and everything else lit up. And I'll know better when I get all of the chests in. That's something I'm going to kind of work on my off time this week if I have any. So we'll see. But I think it's looking pretty good. We're definitely going to make this floor a lot fancier. We're kind of limited to the if we're half slabbing it, we're kind of limited in what we can do without making us kind of like bob up and down half a level, half a block every time we walk on a full block versus a half slab. So we're going to have to keep our decoration to half slabs. So that means color variation in wood, I'm thinking mostly. But it'll still look pretty good. And I'm still undecided whether or not I'm going to drop an enchanting station here dead center or not. So we will find out. Well, I'll figure it out. I'll have to, obviously. But this, I think, is going to look pretty good. So there, and there. Okay, yeah. This will be exposed here for each one. So there'll be a little at the 4 corners. There will be a little bit of brick exposed just to break this up a little, I guess. And I think probably what else I'm going to do is leave this open. Like, I'll extend the walls like I did over here for the entrance, like, because this is going to be a 5 wide entrance over here. It's gonna be sexy. We're gonna have big stairs coming down, big wide entrance. It's gonna look great. And I'll probably repeat like the wall coming out here on that side, just in case I want to keep building underground. Because in iCraft Season 2, I didn't build anything underground. Everything I built was above ground, and most of the big projects that I had been doing at the end of my single player World Series were all above ground projects, because it was how I was trying to challenge myself. Do something that's neat inside and neat outside. But I had forgotten how nice it is to build underground. Because as you're creating the room, you're mining resources with which to make it pretty. And you only have to worry about one face. So it doesn't matter what this looks like on the backside. It just, because you're building underground. So I may leave this open so we can continue to build some stuff underground if we want. But that's all future consideration. But anyway, I need to wrap this up because I have to get back to editing this episode so I can get it out at a decent time this week. So thank you guys for tuning in to this episode of The Casually Avid Gamer Plays Minecraft on the iCraft server. I hope you guys had a good time. I know I did. If you did, please click that like button, click that subscribe button. I hope you have a great week, and we'll talk to you next time.